The data visualization is, of course, an important part of the descriptive statistics. So here we'll just um, give you an introduction to one of the most important data visualization technique, that is the bar chart. Bar chart is very effective in terms of describing the categories within one categorical variable, or to compare the different categories among categorical variables. So we're going to use the 35ED dataset, which is the large long dataset. Well, by long dataset, I mean the dataset with the 400 and some observations. So to draw a bar chart, we need to know that what we're aiming to achieve. So bar chart is for categorical variables. So here we have, you can see that we have many different categorical variables. We could start from smoke because smoke has only two categories. One is yes, two is no. So smoker and non-smoker. To do that, of course, we could describe the frequency of smoker and non-smoker by running a frequency descriptors uh, for the variable smoke, but a bar chart would be more visually straightforward, and it's considered a way to visualize what's the difference between these two categories. So how can we do that? We go to the graphs tab. Uh, Again, you could build your own chart, but I use the legacy dialogues where we have ready-made diagrams, and we use bar, so click on bar. In this case, we're using a simple bar that summarizes groups of cases. So just click on define, and we're looking at the smoke or non-smoker. So it's this variable here. Smoke number, I think that is how many cigarette or how many tobacco product you consume within a certain period of time. So we're not concerned about that. We're just looking at smoking, non-smoking. So sorry, smoker, non-smoker. You could choose whether it's the percentage of case or number of cases. Leave it as default number of cases. In this case, I just move this to the to the category axis and click OK. Then in the result table, you can see that yes and no group. So yes is smoker, and no is of course non-smoker. Yes is slightly below 100 individuals. It's probably 90. It's around 90. You could of course add on legacy, um, data legacy later on, but it's just a visualization of the difference between these two categories. And you can see non-smoker is by far um, the majority group in our data set, which has around 350 or 360 people. The good thing of bar chart is that it clearly demonstrates the difference. So of course, smoker, non-smoker is just uh, kind of two category, but we could do this to categorical variables with more categories. So education, of course, we know that education has a lot more categories: primary, some secondary, completed high school, blah, blah, blah. So now we just draw a bar chart for the categories within education variable. So bar chart, simple bar chart summarizes the groups of cases, define, and we move smoke out, and we just move the highest education completed into the box and click OK. Then in the result window, you can see that OK. It's really obvious that we have the highest number is actually completed undergraduate. So this group of people are actually quite well educated. Some additional training before the high school, after the high school, and postgraduate has a decent number of postgraduate as well. So this is the cases. You can see that we could tell, okay, for complete high school, it's 80 something. For some additional training, it's almost bang on 120. For undergraduate, it's more than 120. But if you could also use percentage as well. For example, if I uh, do the same bar chart but with percentage, it looks the same, but the indicator will be different. Uh, Now I choose percentage of cases, click OK. Now instead of how many cases, you can see it's actually for this category, what's the percentage compared to the rest of the categories. So again, undergraduate, completed undergraduate has the highest percentage, but it's less than 30%. It's probably 28, 27%. Then you have all the percentage of the rest of the groups.